Well, it feels like the Vegas Golden Knights have been around for 50 years now. Just the way that they've kind of built and assembled that franchise out there in the desert. That is not the case. Take a look at this. June 22nd, 2016, the NHL officially awards Vegas a team. Then, October 6, 2017, it comes to fruition. The Golden Knights defeat the Dallas Stars in the first regular season game. After that, how about 2018? The Golden Knights clinched the Pacific Division title in their inaugural season, and what a rookie season it was. November 4th, 2021, the Golden Knights get their man. They acquired Jack Eichel from the Buffalo Sabres via trade. And that would lead to this. June 13th, 2023, the Golden Knights clinch their first Stanley Cup title in franchise history. Here's more on Vegas and how they're growing the game.
So we were trying to make it as fair as we could. We knew that we weren't at the point yet where we could start high school hockey in every single school. So what we did is we came up with a zip code map. The whole goal is to have a Las Vegas VGK high school league where every high school has a team just like they do with lacrosse, football, baseball.
Whether they're Knights, Junior Knights kids, Storm, Warriors, Gorman, Faith, but they do all live in the neighborhood. A lot of them go to school together. So this is a great opportunity for them to play with their friends and have pride in where you live.
Marshall, he's a defenseman on our team. He's like right down the street from us, technically a different neighborhood, but like on the same road. I've always been the age group ahead of him, so I never got to play on his team. Until now, when we played on this team, we were the ones that got the point scored. Like he scored the second and I scored the first goal.
The new high school hockey league season has been the best of all the seasons we played. They've missed out on the opportunity for travel, and this has opened up so many doors for them to be able to play competitively and to make the team and play. So many parents come to every game because they've all been really fun and they work hard. This team especially, special team.
You've got a group of kids, they work hard, they've been great. You don't have a whole lot of time to do a bunch of coaching. We only had 3 or 4 practices, but you know, they work hard, give them little tips on the bench, they buy in, and if we're down, they're not worried, they just keep going.
I think it's really awesome for the Valley, and I think that it's going to start going a long way, and I know the long-term goal is to get a high school league started in Vegas, so I think this is a great start for the league and really good thing for Vegas hockey.
I think it was great. I mean, there's a lot of energy in today's game and throughout the games throughout the season. I feel like for the first time, it was great, and you know, can't wait for next year. Better things to come.
Well, the game is in a good place and certainly in a great place out there in Vegas. Great to see the high school movement starting to come to fruition as well. But when we talk about like starting an NHL team and the blueprint put in place, is there a better blueprint than what they did out there in Vegas? As far that is the model for a franchise in any sport. Let's go there.
The gold standard.
Well, and you know, there's you can draw a straight line too from success on the ice to how the game is followed and pursued in the community. Nashville, I think, is the best example of all this, and Vegas did take a lot of Nashville's direction on this. But the more successful Nashville became on the ice, and as they kind of got into that playoff tier with more regularity, I mean, you could see it would double the amount of high schools that had programs. Back at a time I joined there. Early 2000s, there were 12, I think, high school teams in Greater Nashville. Last count, they're double that. Yeah. So, success on the ice really does translate to the way the game is enjoyed, participated in the community rather. But look at what Vegas does. I mean, they've kind of had that success almost on a steroid-like level, right? It's just been really, really remarkable. This is the benchmark for expansion franchises.
It's the Cup Finals the first year.
Let's put it that way. The gold standard.
Yeah, you nailed it.
But to your point, Stu, the success breeds interest, but then you need that community outreach factor that needs to be, you need to be out in the community. You need to be very grassroots. They did a great job at that.
Yeah.
You look at this, and this is kind of like as a guy who played for the Coyotes, this is like the what could have been.
Right.
And they just did such an amazing job of captivating the fans. And then, again, also, the quicker you do it, the more high top marquee players want to come to your team, and that breeds more interest because you want the top players playing for your team because that's more for the young kids coming up. They see these idols, they want to follow them, and again, all of it's just married together perfectly.
Real quick point, too. There is something to be said for each market being able to do the game, present the game, put your own stamp on it.
Well said.
Nashville certainly has done that, but Vegas taking it to another extreme, and that resonates throughout the community as well.